Hello, teachers. I said hello, teachers, yes, because this is a class for you, teachers, who by first time are going to teach something of English grammar to students who are learning English. Okay, so let's see, guys, what are you gonna do the first class? Okay, the first class you're going to teach is important. Please first feel confident, feel sure that you know, because that's something and make students feel sure that they're going to learn something new. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, well, obviously, is going to be recycle information, recycle uh, maybe the prior class information students already know. Okay, but the first thing in this case, our topic is going to be the modal verb can. But first, we start with the students by telling them, okay, hi everyone, how are you? How was your day? Okay, great. Well, today we're gonna check action verbs. Today we check action verbs. Okay, my dear friends, let's see. You, as a teacher, write one, two, or three examples of action verbs. Okay, now, well, explain a little bit about what are action verbs. Well, this is step one. Start asking students about action verbs. Step one. Okay, imagine nothing here exists. Nothing here exists, just the first step you are doing. This is the first thing you are going to write on the board. Okay, so my dear friends, today you are going to we are going to write action verbs. Let's see how now is action verbs. Okay, the teacher writes one, two, or three examples. Then the students start telling more and more action verbs. So we got a list, we got a little list there, and we keep them there because we will use them. Okay, my dear friends, today we are going to check the modal verb can. Well, the modal verb can, my dear friends, expresses ability. Okay, it expresses ability. The modal verb can, and in Spanish, the meaning is poder. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do as teacher is, well, my dear friends, for this thing, we need the subject pronouns. Okay, step number two, right number subject pronouns. Okay, we are going to use I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Okay, you write the subject pronouns. Then, now that you explained the use of can, you have to explain also, well, you write the plus symbol here and write can. And you say, well, I can, okay, one of my abilities is read. I can read a book, okay? So I can plus verb in simple form, read uh, in English. Okay, I can read in English. That is my ability. Okay, that is my ability. Now, tell me, guys, about your abilities, but first, check the structure. The structure is subject plus modal verb can. After modal, my dear friends, you have to write verb in simple form. Okay, that's a rule. Subject can, modal verb can, and verb in simple form, and any complement. Okay, so in this case, I can read in English. You can drive a car. Okay, that's one of your abilities. That is something you can do. You can drive a car. Okay, now, my dear friends, let's see. Who's okay? I want to listen your abilities. Okay, please, Sam, tell me one of your abilities. Okay, and Sam says, okay, I can maybe sing. I don't know. One of your students may say, I can paint, and and so on. We continue expressing examples. Okay, after you realize your students are ready with affirmative form, you say, okay, my dear friends, well, I can do something, you mention something you can do, and say, but, okay, I can speak English, but I cannot speak Chinese. I cannot speak Chinese. Okay, The complete for full form is this one, and the contraction is like this, my dear friends. Can't. The contraction for cannot is can't. Okay, my dear friends, so I can't speak Chinese. And you write the first example. I can't what? Speak Chinese, right? And then you ask your students to tell one of the things they don't know how to do it. Okay, well, let's see. Martin, I can't, and he says something. Okay, for example, or you write actions, you might write actions, okay, and you point the actions, and they have to say, okay, well, I point the action, for example, drive a car, okay, or drive a motorcycle, ride a motorcycle, and they will say, I can, or I can't, affirmative or negative. I can't, okay, ride a motorcycle, okay, let's see, somebody, hey, Joshua, cook, and he will say, I can, or I can't, cook, okay, somebody else, I don't know, what? Fly. You write fly. Okay. Arthur, fly. And he says, I can't fly. Okay. And so on. You continue asking them to practice this stuff. Okay. Well, at the end, you say one of your activities you are able to do. Okay. You are able to do, and you ask anybody, especially any of them, directly to any of them. Can you what? Can you sing and dance at the same time? And they will say yes or not, because well, the answer is for example, can he? You could do this activity. You could write names instead of he. You can write names. For example, can what? Can Will Smith? Yeah, Will Smith. Can Will Smith play basketball? Can Will Smith play basketball? And your students have to answer, okay? They will say yes. If it's the first time they watch this, they see this topic. If it's time they see this topic, they will say yes, yes. Okay, so you complete the sentence. Okay, yes, he can. Okay, okay. Then instead of she, we are going to write something else. Okay, can can Shakira can Shakira sing rock music? They will say maybe yes, they will say maybe not. So you say, okay, can Shakira sing rock music? And you point especially to one of your students. He will say maybe yes, maybe not. But if this person says just no, you can complete the sentence. Okay, no, she can't. No, she can't. Okay? Then, uh, instead of it, we are going to write this. Can the cat can the cat jump very high? Can the cat jump very high? And surely they will say yes. So you complete the sentence with yes, I can. Okay, that way students may start practicing or learning the interrogative form with of can. I mean of can. Okay, so my dear friends, you have to introduce first in a topic the affirmative form, then the negative, and then the interrogative. Or in this case, it might be possible to start with the affirmative, ask questions, and at the same time you introduce the negative. Okay, so affirmative, when the affirmative form is very clear, you start asking questions and they will automatically and learn the negative with your answers. Okay, So that's the way you should do it. Okay, you cannot start the class, my dear friends, by making a question with can. Okay, you cannot get to the class and tell them, hey guys, can you sing? Because it's supposed they do not know the modal verb can meaning and the modal verb can use. So we have to explain first the modal verb can use, then well, obviously the structure for the affirmative form, and start with affirmative examples. Okay, for the last activity, you could play something interactive on the web, something for them to have fun. Okay, and well, that's mainly the way you should introduce a new topic to your students. Okay, so I hope it helps, and if you want to watch this video in Spanish, click here. See you till next time.